Welcome back to my channel. Today we shall be looking at this question within the allotted time on how to ace your technical coding interview. So we're given middle of the linked list. So given the head of a singly linked list, return the middle node of the linked list. If there are two middle nodes, return the second middle node. Interesting question. So this is an example. So we have to output middle node of the linked list. So the middle node is 3, 4, 5. So they said if there are two middle nodes, so here we have only one. Okay, the middle node is 3. Now there are two middle, so we return the second one. So the number of nodes in the list could be up to 100, and the value could be maximum of 100. So we are guaranteed that we have at least one node. So how do we approach this problem? So the question, let's see some of the base cases. If we have just a single node, what will be the middle? So we expect that the middle will be, because essentially to get the middle is to get the length and divide by 2. So here the length is 5, we divide by 2, so if we truncate, then we get 2. So we say 0, 1, 2. So here the length is 6, we get 3, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so can we so if we first of all get the length, of the linked list, then we can use that length to get the middle. Then we can now just move our counter up to that and return that head. Okay, so that will require us to first of all walk through, that is the time complexity in that situation will be, first is big O of n, we walk through. The space complexity will be constant. We're not using any extra growing space. So I think that should work. So first we need to get the length, and after getting the length, so we need a head dummy to get the length, so that we could use this to get the length. So we have a counter which is 0 excuse me, so we can have y head, then we can say our counter plus equals to 1, then we can say our head equals to head dot next. All right, so at the end of this we get our counter, that is the head, the length. Then we can now move based on the counter. We move on the number of the counter, our head dummy equals to head underscore dummy dot next, but we decrement our counter, which is minus equals to 1, and at the end we return our add dummy. But we want to be sure that we are at the middle because we don't need to go all through. So we need to update our counter here so that it just gives us the middle. So we can say middle equals to, so we may want to use another variable, which is counter divided by 2. So we can replace this one, this, and this with middle. Okay, so that should work. So let's say walkthrough. So let's say we're given this. So this is our linked list. So our head equals to 1, counter is 0. So this is 1 here. So our counter becomes 0, becomes 1. So we move, so our head becomes 2. Then counter becomes 2. Our head becomes 3. Counter becomes 3. Our head becomes 4. Counter becomes 4. Our head becomes 5. Counter becomes 5. Our head becomes none. So head is now none. So this terminates. So our counter now becomes 5 divided by 2. Truncated, this is 2. So our middle becomes 2. So middle is 2 here. So we move, our head underscore dummy is 1. It moves, so it was 1 before, it becomes 2, because we are starting with 1. Then this becomes 1. So this is 1. So this becomes 3. So it moves from 2 to 3. And this becomes 0. So because this is 0, now it becomes false, then we can return this, which is at position 3. Okay, that works. So let's see one more for this. So here, head is 1. So we go through, right now we go through a lot of this, we are sure that our counter is going to become 6. So we divide that, this becomes 3. So our middle is 3. So head was 1 before, so this becomes 2. So this becomes 2. So this becomes 3. So this becomes 1. So this becomes 4. So this becomes 0. So this is 0 now. So this return, well, so that should work. So let's run it. Good, that works. So let's try all the cases. Good, so that works. So let's submit. Yeah, good. Okay, thank you very much and see you in the next one.